Hi, I'm Chris Peacock, and this is Vikings, Season 2, Episode 1, Brothers War, I think? I forgot the title. I knew it a minute ago. I think it's called Brothers War, which I can only assume means a war between Ragnar and Rollo, because at the end of Season 1, Rollo decided to betray Ragnar, and by extension, the king. So there's that. I wasn't sure if that was a genuine betrayal, but it appears that it is. I am going to say, before we go any further, I have seen the first, 5 or 6 seconds of this episode, because I was expecting the theme song to play before anything else, because there's not usually footage before the theme song, so I thought that this thing with the horses was a preview of something else. So I let it play for a second to get through the preview, and then I saw Rollo's face. He's this guy here, and I rewound. So I only saw up until his face is revealed, and I was like, oh, this is the show, and I rewound, because I was thinking it was a preview. So I have technically seen part of this episode before, and by before I mean a few minutes ago. With that said, I don't think I'm going to recap last episode too much more, other than to say just about everybody seems to be dead back in town, because the plague came through. I don't even know who all survived and died. I know Lagatha is still alive, and I know Siggy is still alive, and I know Athelstein is still alive, and I don't think anyone else whose name I'm aware of is alive. Well, other than the people that were with Ragnar. All of them may have survived till this war. I'm sure someone will die in this war. I'm going to guess Rollo will die in this war if he's genuinely against Ragnar and it's still not a trick. Because I'm still not sure if it's a trick. If it comes down to a fight between Ragnar and Rollo, I think Ragnar wins. I don't know if it will come down to that. I guess we'll find out. Hopefully this episode. Anyway, let's start the episode. Okay, so when I saw that it was him, I stopped. It was like, okay, this is the show.
There's still belief in my heart that he will not betray me.
Oh.
For he has no reason.
Who needs a reason for betrayal? One must always think the worst, Ragnar. There is the treacherous one. I was right, Ragnar. I was right.
Alright. I was starting to like Rollo, but I'm still rooting for Ragnar in this, so sorry, Rollo.
Think of you as a brother. Over there is your real brother. Your own flesh and blood. Are you sure you want to raise your axe against him?
Tell him I shall answer him with blood.
So who's going to initiate attack? Because your battle style in this has shown to be defensive. So if you both go into defense, no one's attacking.
Shield wall!
Alright, there's defense.
Shield wall!
And there's defense! Just charge at each other in defense.
Turn!
Other than the main characters, I don't even know who's on what side. I guess only the main characters really matter anyway. And none of them have died on either side. Okay, well, if it goes to Floki versus Rollo, I have a feeling Floki goes down. Goodbye, Floki. I'm not saying Rollo won't get killed at some point, but I don't think it'll be by Floki. Is he still alive? Well, we'll lose one-eyed guy whose name I don't remember instead then. Alright. So this is definitely a real betrayal. Here we go.
Is this what you really want, brother? I cannot fight you.
Okay. Well, then what was the point? Okay.
I offer you 1/3 of the profits from the disputed lands. Unless you continue to dispute my claim to it.
I would rather go back fighting than receive such scant justice.
Why do we fight each other? About this piece or that piece of land?
Alright,
Why are we
Ragnar.
not looking outwards?
To the west. If we raid it together,
We would not need to fight amongst ourselves.
My mind tends the same way as Ragnar's. It is my intention to join with him and sail west. What do you say, Jarlborg?
Yes.
Okay. War's over.
not that you care, brother, but your niece Gita is dead.
I didn't know Ragnar found out.
Time to go home.
I don't know how long it's been.
This was not your quarrel. You should not have become involved. Look what has happened.
No man can walk through life without things happening to him, Lagatha.
That's true.
You chose.
Yes, I chose, and Rollo chose.
Who is Auslog?
She is a Jotunland princess. We met her over there. What did you tell her, boy?
It doesn't matter what Björn says. What do you say?
We should not wash our dirty clothes in front of others.
I agree. I'm siding with her on this, but I still agree. Now is the time.
I don't know her. How can I make you let this go?
Never see her again.
Done.
And what will happen to Rollo?
I
I
cannot
want to
judge
know
my
that
own.
too.
We will have an assembly, and a lawgiver will judge. We will take Rollo up to the Law Rock, and that is where his fate will be decided. You see? It even has King Ayla's face upon it.
So, it's worth the fortune?
What will be your fate, Rollo?
As your lawgiver, I have been asked to determine the fate of this man.
Okay.
This man chose to fight with our enemies. Chose to fight against his brother. He has no defense. This man deserves to die. We all know that.
You're gonna let him go.
But I have decided to spare him.
I don't have a problem with that, but I'd like a reason.
Vice of the gods.
Vice of the gods, okay.
I conclude that the gods have made their own judgment, which I cannot overturn. I therefore order.
Based on your
this
beliefs,
man be
that
set
verdict
free.
makes perfect sense.
Who is the lawgiver?
Just an ordinary man.
Not when he stands on the sacred stone.
Wait, was that the gold coin Ragnar had? Did Ragnar give him the gold coin to do that verdict?
I wanted to step out of your shadow. You understand that, don't you? But when I stepped out of it, there was no sunlight. No sunlight at all. It would have been better for you, for me, for everyone, if I had been executed.
So you take no account of the gods?
Not if Ragnar just paid off the guy.
The gods have offered you a chance to be reborn, to be redeemed, to gain Valhalla. That is what they have offered you. But you want to run away. You want to hide in a hole somewhere.
Dear child, Gita, you are not gone because you are always in my heart.
And now I know about how long it's been. 8-ish months?
Do you remember me, Björn? Do you remember we stood in front of the Tree of Life? It wasn't Yggdrasil. It was just a tree. You're right. We both know that. It creates a bond between us. I don't think so.
She's carrying my child.
She brings unhappiness and difficulty. Can't you see that? Are you blind?
I do not know she was carrying his child, though. And you believe it? Ragnar believes it.
And you guys don't have DNA testing, so it's as good as true. I mean, I don't care if Ragnar and Lagatha. I reflexively pushed spacebar and then I panicked because spacebar doesn't usually work on this. But it did, so. Lagatha, not Agatha. I don't care if they end up splitting up. As long as they do it on like a mutual, amicable. I don't want it to become a thing. We'll see.
I'm not dead yet, Björn.
Yay! I don't want you to
No
die.
thanks to you, Ragnar.
You must regain your strength. There's much to do, a whole fleet of boats to be built.
Mm-hmm.
You and I have seen nothing yet. Our journeys have just begun.
Loki's one of those people that on a show like this, I enjoy him a lot. In real life, I wouldn't like him at all.
I did not expect you to go to so much trouble. It is no trouble, if it is pleasing to you.
I saw the fish, but what was the other stuff that just looked like plants? Like, not like a salad, like plants.
I see no reason why you two should not get one together.
Yeah, just
You two are very different.
Just stop talking.
Yet both strong.
You're not going to win. I foresee many victories in your future, Ragnar.
Arrangements exist.
This isn't one.
This continent can live with more than one woman. In fact, it is not unusual. It works to the benefit of everyone.
Is that what you're suggesting?
If I were.
This woman is carrying my child. I must take care of her. You must accept her. When we lost our unborn son, it broke my heart. I had failed, and I will not fail again.
I agree with Ragnar, too. Just I'm siding with her more. Ragnar shouldn't have done it in the first place, but I do like that he's manning up.
Of course, I'm leaving.
Is Björn going with you?
It's up to Björn.
I admire your mother. We all do. But you have to stay with your father. If you don't, you will regret it for the rest of your life.
Can I go with Lagatha? I don't care what Heath picks. I want to go with her. And I don't mean that in like... I just meant, can we follow her? Like the plot.
Just my father.
Very well.
Did that all happen while he was...
Mother's left.
Oh, he didn't know it was happening? I figured he was inside not wanting to come out, not...
You're really going to abandon me? Without even saying a word?
You insult and humiliate me. I have no choice but to leave you and to force you.
How'd you catch up so quick? He was on a horse and it took him a minute.
I've changed my mind. I'm coming with you.
Brothers War. Would it not be Rollo and Ragnar? Or would it be Bjorn and whoever? Little not born kid yet? That was Brothers War, which I don't think was a very good name for the episode, but that doesn't take away from the episode itself. I love the name of this guest star. I don't know who they played. Great name, though, guest star. Anyway. Okay, Nathan O'Toole. Anyway. That was a great episode. Good start to the season. The Brothers War only took about 10 minutes out of the 40-some minute episode, but whatever. I think that Ragnar bribed the guy so that Rollo would live. I think that's what happened. It wasn't 100% clear, but I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Here comes the train. I don't know if you guys can hear it. I'm going to quickly get through this because the train takes forever to come through. So I live right across from the tracks and it's not quite here yet. So anyway, I don't like that Ragnar and Lagatha are divorced now, but at the same time I do. I mean, I'm glad that was pretty amicable. I mean, it wasn't 100% amicable, but it was pretty amicable, so I like how it happened. I'm 50-50 on which side Bjorn went on. Would have been the wrong choice either way, and it's the right choice either way. And we'll see what happens there plot-wise. I don't know if that means Bjorn loses any inheritance type things. I don't know how that works. I don't want to know how that works, but okay, train's getting closer. I'm gonna stop before it's right on top of us. Hopefully you enjoyed. What button? This button.